This is Korma Agu Stuckmeyer, and today I'm your host today on Beyond the Headlines, and I am with the beautiful Snoti, musician and artist,
Hey guys.
and also with Christian Adeti. So, before we go, we're gonna deep dive into these two awesome artists. But first of all, I just wanted to remind you that we do plan on having this Facebook Live event every third Sunday of the month. And it's going to be just me sitting down with a couple of artists who are my friends and maybe soon to be my friends. And we're just going to chat about our lives as artists in Minneapolis, Twin Cities area. Okay, so I'm going to start with Snoti. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, just like your full name and where you're from and what you do?
Absolutely. So I'm Snoti. Hi everyone. I'm originally from Liberia, West Africa. I am a musician, singer, songwriter, performer, dancer. Just an artist, I guess. Yeah. So I attended the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, and then graduated with a degree in journalism and communications. And now I'm focusing on my passion for music and just like working to get to my dream of just exploring and just getting to a stage where I feel like I'm a world-renowned artist.
Nice. Nice. Well, welcome, U of M graduate. Okay, okay. And then I'm going to hand you this in a second. But Mr. Christian Adeti, tell us a little bit about yourself for those who don't know you, because you're quite popular in the Twin Cities. You know everybody behind the scenes here. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, my name is Christian Adeti, born and raised in Ghana. I'm a professional musician. I do dance, I do drum, and also choreograph different arts. And actually based in Minneapolis here for 16 years now. And all I do is teach and also do residencies with schools around the community. Yeah.
So, sorry, we have to pass on this mic. But Christian, back to you. Where did you, before you moved here 16 years ago, where were you based? I was based in Nigeria, and I came straight here, straight to Minnesota. I don't know why, because it's really cold, but this is where I ended up, and then I just stayed. So, but did you come directly here, or what was that transition like for you?
Oh, I actually was living in Denmark, Copenhagen. Yeah, I was living in Denmark for 5 years before I relocated to Minnesota, because I got a contract here with Carleton College, where I was teaching African Studies over there. So that kind of lured me into coming to Minnesota. Yeah.
Nice. And then you stayed. Are you okay?
And then I stayed. I like the Minnesota nice.
Right. Okay. What about you, Snoti? What got you here? What was your kind of your itinerary like, and how did you land here, and why did you stay?
Well, I didn't have a choice. I came with family.
Okay.
And I was younger, so I moved here from Liberia to Minnesota. And yes, I don't know why Minnesota, because it's cold. I don't know why Africans like Minnesota, because it's cold, but I guess we stayed. So yeah, just straight from heat to ice.
I know. Although the summers are nice.
Oh yeah, the summers are
here,
the best.
So if we have a winter coat, we're okay. Okay. So I think that people want to know about your talent. So some people, they say that they're just their talent is natural. Some people say, oh, I was born this way. Some people work hard. For example, just randomly, some people say, oh, because you get it from your mother, that's why you're fit. But some people have to really work hard at the gym and with their diet to be fit, which there's truth to both, So I'll just start with you, Snoti. What do you think about that as far as your talent as an artist, as a musician? Do you think did you have to study a lot for it? What was that process like, or is it more like it's a gift?
Yeah, I would say, I grew up in a family that we sing a lot.
Okay.
it was just like siblings singing together, siblings in the choir and praying together and singing. So I just started to fall in love with music and singing. Naturally, it's just something that my family did together, like as a bonding thing. And then when I started to grow up and I realized that I liked like watching artists on stage performing and watching people and watching entertainment, I realized that I wanted to be a musician. So I made the decision to like actually focus on it. It was something I realized that I wanted to do it 100% because it's something that like just made me feel good. Like I was happy when I was singing, I was happy when I was on stage performing or doing anything having to do with arts and entertainment. So I just decided to pursue it. So I would say half and half. It came naturally in the sense that it's something I was surrounded with growing up, and then I just it pulled me close to it and it was like, hey, this is what I want to do.
Because you don't only sing though, you also dance. So like in your, because I've seen you perform. You'll be doing the Beyonce stuff, right? So it's like I know like singing, your family, you get together, you sing in the choir, blah blah blah. But like, did you dance as well, just like
did
that?
not come naturally.
Yeah, you gotta take classes.
Yeah, I do a lot of rehearsing. I do a lot of working out, like to build my endurance, and then do a lot of rehearsing, a lot of choreography with people that just do that professionally, like dancing. So yeah, I would not say I'm 100% a dancer, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I work hard at it. Yeah. So I dance too. I'm a dancer too, I guess, in that sense. But yeah, it's something that I'm working towards. That's something I have to work on.
Right. Nice. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Mr. Christian. So tell us, is this something that you think is natural to you, or it's a gift? And like, what's that process like for you?
Yeah, actually, mine was natural. I was born with it. And my family, grew up with the musicians. So my family is music, and also being born into a family where we believe in the tradition. I would say, like my grandfather was a king before he passed away, so we believe in that tradition of music and dance. But as I was growing up, I grew up, with music, and also great musicians mostly you find them from church. So yeah, I also went to church and joined the choir, sing, and then the drumming aspect came to play, and then the dancing aspect already is there. So it's something that came natural for me, and I just have to nurture it up nicely and present it to people who do not have idea of especially the traditional music aspect, because we always talk about tradition, but tradition is deep and you have to know every details about it for it to be presented out nicely where people can understand what you do. So yeah, it's a great journey, and I love it as a natural thing that came to me.
You think that people can learn?
Yeah.
Can learn the same thing that you know.
Yeah, people can learn, and that's what I was talking about. You knowing it first. Once you know it and you feel comfortable with it, you can teach somebody to learn and teach the person the right thing, not just the surface of it, but the right tradition for them to carry on to the next generation. Yeah.
Thank you. So, how long? Like, I know you've been doing it for a long time because you came from Germany for a contract. So, how long have you been doing it? Just period. Would you say from the beginning of time for you? And the same question to you. Right after him, you can go.
Well, I started at the age of 7, but professionally or internationally, I've been doing this for 17 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And you have a daughter
Who's now? Yeah, she got to get. We have to put her into
Not
that.
to say natural because
She's natural. Yeah, and she can dance, she can sing, she can write a little stuff. So yeah.
Okay. What about you, sir?
I've been doing it professionally. Well, I put out my first single in 2014. I know I got in the studio the ending of 2013. 13 to like actually record my first song. So professionally, yeah, it's since 2014.
Nice. And then, do you think, because I've seen you perform, you're great, you're awesome, you have a
Thank
nice
you.
stage presence, you got good energy. Now, is this something you see yourself, can you teach somebody to be that awesome on stage, you think? Or is it like, you gotta just kind of have it, you know?
No, it's something with anything you want to do, it's something you have to work towards.
Right.
Even the people who've been doing it for years, they still, go to rehearsals, and it's something you have to consistently do. Just to be able to maintain high energy on stage. Entertainment, like being a performer is challenging.
Right.
Because you have to you're creating live art that have to grab people's attention.
Right.
You have to be like present, be high, have high energy the whole time, be someone that people can connect with.
Right.
So it's something you definitely have to work on consistently. So I think anyone, if you have to have certain abilities, I think.
You can't start from ground zero.
Something has to be there, but it's possible. You can do it.
Right.
You just have to set
Yeah.
your mind to it. Yes.
So what I'm hearing is that yes, you guys are fortunate to have that background of like it's natural to you, but you believe that somebody can learn what you're doing and they can do it if they work hard at it.
Right.
And you guys can probably help people to do that,
absolutely.
right? Maybe for a small fee, but totally doable. So anyone listening out there who wants to know more about, their art and their talent, look them up. All the information is going to be written down.
Yeah, people have inboxed me regarding like songwriting, because I write on my songs, and like vocal coaching. So yeah, people have inboxed me with stuff like that. It's something that I guess I'm open to.
Nice. That's always good to hear.
I'm still working and learning myself, but it's something I've learned enough where I can like give pointers to someone who's looking to just get in the entertainment and be a musician.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so you talked a little bit about like a challenge, right? And the next thing I'm curious to know, I think a lot of people are as well, are like some of the challenges, that you kind of experience in Minneapolis. Maybe it's specific to just being here in Minnesota versus Denmark or somewhere else, what are some of the challenges that you experience that, are just a challenge that maybe you deal with, or is just what it is and you accept it?
Yeah. Go ahead. You want me on this side? Okay. Well, one of the things that I think is just I feel like female musicians have kind of have to work twice as hard. There's kind of like a double standard in the music industry. So it's something that I think female musicians always have to work twice as hard. So maybe that's like a challenge. I wholeheartedly accept that and embrace that, because I just feel like it's another one of the things that just shows how like amazing we can be when we focus on something. Not
Just kidding.
But we just try to do our best with whatever we do. I think there's people always put you under a microscope. I feel like look at you, like pick things apart and examine everything you do, and I think that's something that female artists will always have and always go through, because for entertainment it always comes to like how you look, what you're dressed like, how you're moving on stage, and things like that. So it's not challenging, it's just something you have to pay attention to and know that you will have different standards, and you'll be subject to different, categories and requirements sometimes than your fellow male artists, but something we just deal with and work with and just do our best and be awesome.
Right. Hey. Well, you, mister?
Well, I will actually say it's challenges, because with my art, some people already have been there and they already opened the door for us to step in. But the only thing I would say here is, in terms of doing that full time and making it as a work to let people understand, that's the only part that you have to work times 2 or twice, to get there. So that's the challenges that some of us go through, you know. And if you believe in it and you walk through it, you can make it happen. Like for me, I do it full time. I don't do no work. That's what I do: drumming, teaching, performing, and you have to be disciplined. You know, that's the challenge I would say that I can go through. You have to be disciplined to get to where you want to do or want to be. Being a traditional drummer and also dancer and instructor, you know, that's the only challenge that I can. But apart from that, everybody embrace the culture very well, and they want to learn and know more about it, you know. So I would say the challenges aspect is not that much. Yeah. Mm.
And we're gonna. So I have one more question, and then we're gonna take like a short break. We have. Okay, so they're telling me we can just continue. Okay, so so you're both doing this full time, right? Are you doing this full time, or you have like something else on the side?
Yeah, I have.
You dabble? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So as far as an artist in Minneapolis, do you feel like you have to be in one particular category? So for example, you know, I teach Afrobeats fitness, Afrobeats classes for fun. We perform, you know, and I'm kind of just like Afrobeats. You know, I'm Nigerian and I'm Igbo, so you always see some Igbo, hey, you always see like some Igbo dance moves, you know, and traditional things that I throw in there every now and then. But I do feel like I'm kind of bucketed into one category a little bit, not on purpose, but that's just kind of how it is. So is that how do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like you have your own category you set for yourself, or other people have set it for you?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people try to set a category for me, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, because you definitely have to be careful with that. I don't think anyone should be in a box. I know musically, people like at one point would be like R&B artist, R&B artist, R&B artist, and then I put out a pop song like pop singer, and then at one point it was like Afro pop. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, I can't. Actually, I grew up in America. I'm a Liberian, born in Liberia. I can do both of those things. I love R&B. You know, like my EP has sound just from almost every genre. Like I don't do rock music, but I do pop, R&B, Afro pop. So it's important to me always to show people my versatility, and I'll get on like a rap song with a rapper and do the hook. So it's very important to have versatility, and so I'm very strong with making sure that I'm not put in a box as an artist, but also embracing that maybe some people see me as a certain artist. You just have to work hard to prove yourself sometimes, I guess. But I love it.
Right. That's good.
Yeah. Well, as I'll say, with my art, you know, it's broad, so you can put me in a box, right? Because traditionally, it's a big box that you have to carry. Right. So I'm everywhere. Wherever you put me, I flow with it. If either drumming or sometimes people doing music videos, they put me in it, and sometimes movies, I do play parts that they need me to play. So I'm diverse, you know, in every angles where you put me, I kind of flow with it. So yeah, you can never put me in a box, because that box cannot contain me. I'll break it.
Okay. Thanks. So my other question is, thinking just kind of outside the box, an artist that you have not collaborated with yet, or you haven't done anything within their even time zone, is there somebody out there that you would just absolutely love to work with? Or in your case, maybe it's just a stage, you know, because you might just be working for yourself, but you're on a different kind of stage where you really want to be on that stage. Yeah. You haven't had that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You can go first if you want.
Well, I'm working towards Broadway.
Broadway!
Yes, working towards Broadway. Okay. Since now we have Wakanda, right? So we have to, penetrate to that. But, yes, that's what I'm working towards. But apart from that, I have a few musicians that I've worked with, but some, and I'm going to be working with one that really a renowned traditional drummer and singer who is coming in town, Ochema Asante. He plays like 20 drums at a time.
Wow.
And he's coming in town, and we're going to collaborate, do a program together, and which we'll put out there for people to come and see this wonderful brother, who I'll call him a father, who do his magic on the drum. Yeah.
We can find that information on your Facebook?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on Facebook and Instagram, and then, so, you know, and 28th is going to probably be on 28th so of November. Okay. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're going to look out for it. 28th November. Awesome things happening in Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're going to be looking out for it. All right, what about you?
Artists I want to collaborate with, well, Beyonce.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of the artists I've always looked up to. As far as an African artist, I love like what Davido is doing, and I love Yemi. Yeah. I love her style and her style. I just love her.
She has great energy.
Yeah, great energy. Stage presence is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of, Liberian artists too that I'm looking to work with. I just did a song with one of my good friends. He's a great rapper. His name is Rich Gone.
Okay.
So people like that, I think I would say in general, I look forward to working with people who are passionate about the arts and they're good at what they do.
Right,
I think any sound I put out, any collaboration I do should represent my brand and just like a good sound. You just want to put out good music because people who support you deserve that.
Right.
So I'm open and grateful and thankful and looking forward to more opportunities to collaborate with like a broad spectrum of artists.
Right. Okay. So collaborators, look out. People are looking for you. Okay, so we're just gonna move on. But if you were not doing this, and you were just like a different person, different life, different path, what would you be doing? Just imagine that it never even crossed your mind to do music.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so a couple of things. I never thought of this before. Both of my parents are educators, so maybe I'll be like a teacher or something.
Okay.
But also journalism.
Okay.
That's another passion of mine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, one of those two.
One of those two. Okay. You still be like in front of people.
Pretty much. See how that happens?
Yeah, it does happen that way sometimes. And what about you, Christian?
Well, if I wasn't doing music, electricals, I study electronics at the college, and then so that's what I would be doing if I wasn't doing music. Yeah.
I would have thought acting. Not even that.
No, because growing up in a family where they believe education is the key to everything. They want you to go to school and become a lawyer and become a teacher. I mean, it's been a hustle. All is go to school, be
African parents.
study electricals, and then do all. I'm saying no, it's music. Yeah. So it's been a hustle. But yeah, if it wasn't music, it would have been being in a fixing everybody's out and handy work and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right. So then, if we're thinking kind of in the same line, but like in a few years from now, so like 5-10 years from now, what do you see yourself doing 5-10 years from now? Christian, you can start.
Well, still doing what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like education. You're teaching people. There are some people who don't know about our culture. So the way we can teach them is by presenting the music aspect, the drama aspect to them. So I believe it goes a long way. 5 years, 10 years from now, this is what I'm going to be doing till who knows?
Right?
Yeah.
Do it until you can't.
Yes.
And what about you? 5, 10 years from now, what would you be doing?
I'll say I will want to have established myself internationally. I will definitely want to be on like world tours.
Okay.
Yeah. So my goal is to be international, tour multiple countries, and reach larger audiences. So those are my goals.
Are you thinking about going to Africa, maybe?
Of course. The motherland. Yes. So Africa always is a great feeling to be back home. Yeah, Liberia and then other neighboring countries, and then just to tour Africa in general, but just international on the world level
Right.
of touring as a artist.
Nice. All right. So, we're at this point where you can say anything that you want to say about yourself or about Minneapolis or about what we're doing here, but you have literally like 60 seconds to talk about whatever you want to talk about. You can go.
Well, as we all know, I teach traditional drumming and then also the dancing in the Twin Cities, and also manage a dance company which we call Titambe West African Dance Company, who have been in existence for 16 years in Minnesota, and we're still recruiting people and want more people to be on board with us so we can teach
Boys, girls, doesn't matter the race,
it doesn't
demographic,
matter.
age.
Yes, so they can come, parents can bring them and sign them up for classes and stuff like that. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's
And
all.
where can people find you? Like, what these events going on? How do they connect with you?
Well, I'm on Facebook, which is Titambe West African Dance Symbol on Facebook, and also YouTube. Once you type in that name, it's going to pull up Titambe, and then also the website, which is www.titambewestafricandance.com. You can find us there, and then, yeah.
And do you teach drumming as well?
Yeah,
As dancing?
I teach drumming, and I also have a private classes where people can sign up and call for private classes, and also choreograph for weddings and stuff like that. So,
Nice. And do you collaborate sometimes with other artists around?
Yes, we do a lot of collaboration with other artists. The ones who have not, they can still
Reach out.
link us up or reach us, and then we'll be able to do some good work together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having
Yes.
me.
And we're going to hand it over to you, Snoti. What would you like to tell us about yourself today?
Well, you can please reach me and find me on social media, Snoti Music, SNOTIMUSIC. Let me know what you think of my music. If you, I love and accept and embrace constructive criticism, so please reach out to me. And I just want to say thank you guys for always supporting, for always sharing, for always listening to my music. I'm looking forward to like what's to come, like what the future is. I'm looking forward to more collaborations, more performances,
Right.
more collaborations.
Right. I get it.
Yeah, more performances. Just putting out more good music.
Yeah.
And working hard to live my dreams. So
Nice.
yeah.
And Snoti, how can people find you? If someone doesn't know where to find you right now, they don't know anything about you, how can they connect with you?
Yeah, so Instagram, Snoti Music, SNOTIMUSIC. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. My website will be launching soon, so you can message me there as well. So yeah, definitely on all social media platforms, I am there.
Snoti.
And I do respond and I do chat inbox.
She does.
I do. I really care about what people, I really appreciate people's support. So when you inbox me, I'll respond and yeah, get to know me.
Yes. And I think this is Snoti's music back here and all of her information. So if you're watching, you can see it back here. She has great music on YouTube. And your outfits are bomb. Like,
Thank
you
you.
get them made from back home, and
Yes.
then okay.
Yeah,
Or do you have a
sometimes
person here?
both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that outfit is directly from Liberia, and then some of my, and this one was made here.
Okay.
And so it's both of them. I have a stylist that will design some of my clothes here, and then if from back home, then they'll just bring it when they're coming.
Bring it then. Nice.
I'm thankful for them.
Yes, I know, right? Very grateful. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, that is almost it for us here today. Now, remember that you could go on Facebook to kind of watch a recap of this, ask any questions that you want. It's Tempo Afrique TV on Facebook. We also have an Instagram page where it's Tempo Afrique. It's a new page, so, friend us. You could see links, videos of everything happening around you in Minneapolis, Twin Cities area, and across the globe, literally. So let us know if you have any questions. But otherwise, thank you so much again for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.